Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. Once again, it's great to be here as we keep going further and further into nowhere and everywhere. Each person on their own individual journey, and at the same time being a part of the collective journey of humanity, the human entity, the expansion of consciousness, and the raising of the vibration of everything on this planet and everywhere else. So each one is finding their way in their own perfect timing to discover more, become aware of more, ultimately being led to enjoy their life with great ease, with great peace, and with great knowing. So I have a few things to share today. It's great to be here. The harvest is plenty. We are the ones that must show humanity that the power and magic to produce spontaneous miracles resides within each one. We're closing out the era of worship, dependency, and of the guru. Within the ancient cuneiform tablets of ancient Sumeria, the ancient Sumerians wrote on clay tablets the story of the Anunnaki and their arrival on this planet in search of gold to repair their atmosphere, what would be like our ozone layer that protects the planet from the radiation of the sun. The writings tell how they used their genetic technology to infuse their DNA into the existing hominid on the planet, thus creating Homo sapien, us. Their desire was to create a population that could do all the heavy lifting for their project of mining the gold on this planet to take back and save theirs. The writings speak about the injection into that DNA of the created being, a gene, which has been called the worship gene. This would allow the population to worship its creator and have no resistance to the slavery that it had been subjected to, almost having a feeling of honor to do the bidding of these Anunnaki beings, which name means sky gods. The worship gene is being turned off as we enter into the next golden age, an age of sovereignty, of unity, of inclusivity, and of service to others. We will be among the first to transmit the focus to the awareness of our sovereignty and our power as individuated pieces of the source, unique droplets of the one ocean imbued with all the qualities, characteristics, and abilities of that which is called the Creator. Instead of competition, there will be cooperation. Instead of an imbalance of workload, there will be a balance. And instead of a have and have not mentality, all will have, and there will be no longer a need to speak of abundance or the lack thereof. This begins with us, those who are in a leadership position and those who are ready to come to the leadership position that they have been destined to. We must now begin to take credit for the miracles that we produce in the lives of those around us and in the lives of those we don't even know. We must begin to acknowledge our power, our purpose, and our gifts and abilities. This acknowledgement is coming not only to break the seal that has covered our eyes and kept us from knowing ourselves, but also to show the way to all humanity that they too are the same as we are. So the time of dependency on the guru, on the one who can see, on the one who has the answers, is over. For it is time for you to become your own guru, to become the one who knows all the answers, to become the one who can see. All of those great masters who have come, even up until this day, have been and still are telling us in every way possible that it's you, it's you. It's always been you. It's you, it's you. It's always been you. Many have come here to tell you that truth. It's you, it's you. It's always been you. The masters have said this from Jesus to Lao Tzu, from Buddha to the prophets, from all the angels that exist. The list is so long, but no one can stop it. To stop you from hearing this one great truth, that they are amazing, and so too are you. They have raised the dead, but so too have you. They have healed the sick, and you do that too. They have moved mountains that we know, and they're mountains you move just to get where you go. A master once said, the works that I do, even greater than these, will be the works that you do. It's hard to believe that we are the same, but they never wanted to be separated by name. They came just as you have, directly from source, to deliver the message of love, of course. They spoke before many, but so too do you. In the presence of all you meet, your majesty comes through. That's all there is. It has always been you. Anyone who tells you differently wants to be your guru. Yes, it has always been you. Know that you are the sun, and if you feel the same, pass it on to everyone. So you must first show this to yourself. You must first know it within yourself, and then you will be able to deliver it to others. This does not mean that you're alone on your journey. On the contrary, you now join the family of masters. You now stand alongside of them, and they will gain from you just as you have gained from them. You're never alone. You're always looked after, and you have always been loved. And those masters are saying, come in your own power. Fly out of the bird cage of worship, from the prison of dependency, and stand with me as you were designed to. It is now time for each one to recognize and live by the power of their own magnificence, and show everyone that they too are a master. Therefore, anything a master can do, you can do also. The time for being careful is over. The harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. And your magnificence is now pouring out of you for all the world to see. Now stand up, stand tall, and go and change the world. Your field. There are some places that you go. It could be a place in nature, a place near the ocean or mountains. It could be a home or particular room in a house or building, somewhere where you feel either consciously or unconsciously that all the things that are disturbing you disappear. Physical problems, mental problems, problems with your finances, or even things that are affecting you spiritually all seem to disappear when you're in these places of harmony. In a home or places that are not in nature, this is usually due to the presence of the energy of a being who is delivering this overall feeling of peace, balance, harmony, safety, and well being. Their energy permeates the structure, and all your aches and pains suddenly go away. Your cold symptoms vanish, your worries and doubts dissolve as though you've never had them. And you can feel this way long after you have left the structure. And many times those feelings never return. So, this harmony and balance and feeling of restoration is the essence of the masters, the essence of your creator. And if you allow it, it can be transmitted directly from you. Only the battles within this physical life and the illusion of separation, which is the result of our living a human life, keeps us from transmitting those qualities of harmony and balance. If we are connected to the reality of ourselves as an eternal divine spirit, we are constantly transmitting those qualities. But as we engage deeper into the physical world without the awareness that it's just a game that we chose to experience, a game that we agreed to participate in using a limited capacity of who we really are, then we transmit the singularity of the reality of separation and the reactions and lack of harmony and balance that are the natural symptoms of that separation. Now imagine there is a field around you that may extend for miles, hundreds, or even thousands of miles. Then you can imagine all the people that you are affecting. If your field is like that of the ocean, that of nature, of a mountain, or that of a tree, you are affecting everyone in that 1,000-mile radius with the peace and harmony, balance and well-being, safety and security that we feel in the presence of all those entities. Most times we never know how our field is impacting the world, let alone the people who are 10 feet away from us. For unless someone says it, we have no idea. But now we must begin to take responsibility for the impact of our field, whether it is soft and gentle, or whether has jagged edges, whether it restores the energy of those that come in contact with it, or whether it takes energy from those that come in contact with it. Once again, we must begin to take responsibility for the magnificence that we are, as well as take responsibility for the magnificence that we are not. Bringing ourselves into a deeper awareness of how we affect everything and desiring to be for another the ocean, the mountain, the tree, a safe refuge where they can be restored into balance and harmony and relieved of whatever troubles them. In the words of this song, well, they gild their houses in preparation for the king, and they line the sidewalks with every sort of shiny thing. But they will be surprised when they hear him say, take me to the alley, take me to the afflicted ones, take me to the lonely ones that somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, hey, I am your friend. Come to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a part in. Nameless and nowhere. It is our awareness that will surpass all searching and seeking. As our awareness and our perspective expand and we are taken back before the beginningless beginning, we will surpass it all. This awareness is immense. It is the awareness as seen through the eyes of your Creator. There has always been a strong pull to know who you are and to know where you've come from. But the truth is, we already know. And we have always known. We have always been divine, infinite, eternal spirits that arise out from the one ocean that we call Source. Who we are is nameless, and where we come from is nowhere. Taken back to its furthest point, this is the simple truth. Therefore, what we have desired to know is not who we are and where we have come from, but what roles we have played and where did we live when we played them. There's quite a big difference between these two awarenesses. All roles are a limited aspect of you. They are names, places, and things that cannot express the totality of the you that has never been born and can never die. So although it can be nice to know that I might have been the Buddha in a past life, it still would be far inferior to that one that has never been born and can never die. And although that information might help assist me in becoming aware of my roles on this planet at this time, it would not add anything to the infinite, indescribable, and unknowable me. All of those past lives are just that, past lives. That's who we were. That's a role that we played. But it is not who we are now, even as that one aspect is a piece of the immeasurable whole. It is the same with where you have come from, a star system in the galaxy, a constellation, a planet in the universe. All this information may be true and may serve you in discovering your purpose, but all things always lead back to the highest point, which is your existence within the ocean, your existence within Source, in a place that has no name and that can never be found. This is the awareness that surpasses all things. Now live your life from here, and you will find that you need nothing and that you already know everything. You'll have no resistance to the information that might be shared with you, but the purpose of the information in the end is to bring you where I have just brought you. For there is only one destination, and that destination is called everywhere and nowhere. And there is only one existence, one identity, and that is nameless. And all life in all its forms comes from it and returns to it. But along that path from it to it, there are many roles and many journeys with their own unique purposes that will be made clear to you at the perfect timing that you have chosen just for you. So relax and do not worry. Your seeking is over. In fact, it has never begun. For now you know for sure what you've always known, and that is who you are. This awareness is here. It exists right where you're standing, but the acceptance of this awareness and the choice of where you want to stand has always been your sovereign right. You don't have to do anything to gain this awareness. You don't have to go anywhere to achieve this awareness. There's no method or practice that you need to step into. When you are ready, you will simply claim this awareness that has always belonged to you. Cheers and congratulations to us all. Now we know who we are. Moving in and out between the new and the old world as my connection with my Creator becomes more secure and more of the primary focus of every moment. Everything within me is adjusting to this movement and focus, and the adjustment is filled with more oh shit moments than you can count. Riding on the edge of being here and being gone takes a bit to get used to, but it is slowly happening. And I will be better able to support others who might be experiencing something similar, either now or in the future. The body is certainly not happy with all of this, but the greater adjustment seems to be in the shifting of your identity and a shifting in what appears to be your purpose or direction. You obviously are being prepared for something really different, and it feels that it is really big. Your awareness is so heightened and your sensitivity is much higher than normal. You're starting to lose all self-consciousness of any identity that you took on, and you are starting to speak more freely than ever before. Let me tell you, it's quite a ride. And when I look back, there are no breadcrumbs left behind me to find my way back. For that you and that way of being no longer exists. Did I mention some oh shit moments? So just sit back and experience the ride of a lifetime, the transformation that you have always desired. As much as you can, stand outside of it and watch yourself experience this shift in this physical plane, even as you are sitting at the right hand of your Creator. Smile, laugh, and stay lighthearted. You are surpassing all physical needs and transcending all fear, even death itself. It is here that you will truly be able to assist humanity from this physical plane that you have chosen to come to. Even though this was destined to happen to me, there were many paths that I could have taken to have delayed its arrival, maybe even until my next lifetime. I was jettisoned out of relationships for what seemed like no reason, but now it all makes sense. Even though I am no spring chicken, I am grateful to be arriving at the doors of the Great Hall, and truly it feels like life has just begun. So do not worry and do not fear. You are right where you are supposed to be, and you are headed for the desire of your heart in the timing that you have put into place. So enjoy your life and run your race, for neither have anything to do with anyone but you. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to speak, and thank you for listening. I am David.